Now, hopefully we can avoid getting a game over. Hopefully. And we can actually show it off. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more experimental. I can afford it because this level is not that bad.
This isn't too much trouble.
Yeah, it's a clock tower, but it's not that clock tower level, so this should be fine. Oh, hey, you hear that little jingle? Where have I heard this before? I love these scams. They literally sometimes
go back to the left.
They will just take opening notes from Bloody Tears. No, you can't go that way.
This really is Sakia's world because that clock isn't moving.
Oh yeah. Also, we got our straight up PS1 dithering going on. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good shit, kinda. All right, clock towers. You know what this is like. However, the audience might not necessarily know what this is about. Clock tower levels. First of all, clock tower levels are way worse than older Castlevania games than they are in Symphony of the Night. This is nothing by comparison to Castlevania 3. Holy shit, where you cannot even jump off of stairs. God, fuck that noise.
Remaster Clock Tower PS1.
God, kind of wish. So the way this is, clock tower levels are usually supposed to be a little bit tricky and frantic with the level design. Probably because of the way the gears work. They are used as platforms, but they can also push you off of them. So it's a constant hot step of how your positioning should be going. All right, now to show off the new girls. R1, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Actually, genuinely might be one of the other best sub-weapons in the entire game because this effectively operates like the cross. And the cross is your boss killer in some games.
But like I was saying earlier, like with most of your subs, they don't do anything in the field.
No, they can still be helpful for like bigger bosses or bigger areas, but yeah. Hey, also, this does...
Is this where Alucard gets all the shit stolen?
This is where Alucard gets his shit stolen by death. This is literally almost the same architecture too. I love these nods and callbacks. Like this is a good example where you'd want to use that for, but again, it's way too expensive. So I am from now on just gonna stockpile my hearts and only really use them for when we get to the boss. Go figure. Actually, I think Ron is a boss for this stage. Now I think about it.
Yes.
Yeah, this game.
Which means I get the fucker stage.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I'm going to be relying on the one strategy I know that works.
Stop clock?
No. But I just know that that's also going to kill me a few times, so we're going to be there longer than anywhere else in the game.
Yeah, sometimes a very Verticalyptic is going to fuck you straight up in this level, so you want to be very careful about that.
Very narrow corridors.
Yeah, as you can see, there's also spikes on the ends of these platforms too, so you want to be extremely careful with your footing here.
Why the fuck would you do that?
It is neat level design, but it's also kind of hard to work with, especially given the nature of, the issues we were mentioning before with how there's no infinite hover in this game. Yeah, the fairies can make this into a fucking nightmare sometimes.
Yeah.
Again, I do give this game props for trying to take level design from Symphony of the Night and give it a slight revamp. Or at least trying to modernize it a little bit. I will give him credit for that.
Oh, I just remembered another game in a similar style that's easy to compare this to and see what a good version of this would look like.
What was that?
Touhou Lunar Nights. The game made by a developer that actually makes real Metroidvanias. Has like 3 of them under their belt, including that one. And you play in Sakia in that game too, and that actually does take advantage of all of her natural abilities.
Oh, I still got one more to go to try out too.
Useless.
What? Hey, hang on a minute. Well, it costs 20. That's cool. That's actually one of the cheaper character assists in the game, not gonna lie.
Fuck. Yeah, it's fun to flat platform with enemies and see if it does something.
That's what I'm aiming for. Missing red orbs, whatever. I could probably do some damage against the bosses.
So that's supposed to be a Molotov.
I think so. Oh no, it's a holy water from Symphony. Well, not just Symphony, from like any fucking Castlevania game, really.
Does not seem actually all that practical, especially when all of these bosses can fly.
No, this guy just is. Well, against bosses specifically, yeah. It's just this guy specifically. He's just got a lot of hit points. Fuck these things.
Symphony?
No, not really. This thing's just kind of original.
Really?
Yeah, this thing, I don't know where the fuck it comes from. And also, it's forward advancement. It fucking makes it hard to actually make a move on.
Huh.
I don't recognize you. No, that one specifically from this game. I don't remember finding that variant yet. Anything over here? Yes. Now, actually, it's funny. This specifically is what makes the Christmas Grim kind of usable sometimes, because if you see what I'm doing, it actually completely gets rid of its fireballs.
Yeah.
Where I was trying to use a regular sword, you're not going to get clipped at multiples of them. Though it does have uses, but again, because of the heavy restrictions already on it, it's rough to justify using. Whereas those situations where it would be good, you can just avoid outright.
Also, it's not likely to actually kill something in the amount of time it takes for you to deplete that meter.
That is, yes, that is also one of the big core issues. You're constantly struck, and also with the slow regen rate of your action meter, it's like, do you want to try using it for this, or do you want to try to just bypass the issue entirely? That it's always a rough go at like trying to gauge risk versus reward.
Yeah.
There we go. I can only be so grateful that the sword does not cost any action points to use.
No, we're almost
there. Yes, there is a boss in here when we go through the extra stage, but not this round.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Yeah, again, I hate these things so much.
Good opportunity to use Rainbow.
Yeah. Genuinely fucking hate those things. If they weren't so mobile, it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but because of their fat-ass hitbox, it's like, how mobile they are, like, yes, I'm going to be constantly pushed into a corner and take repeated touch damage. Biggest proximity damage is still a thing we need. Jeez, I think we're already here at the tree. Yeah,
we're at the base of the tree.
Yeah, rainbow time. She looks so weird in this game.
Am I gonna say something dumb?
I don't know. Are you gonna say something dumb?
The Japanese voices have never really done a whole lot for me. Characters being sexy is more annoying than anything, especially with Japanese anime acting. One of the only times I've ever felt some type of way is actually listening to Yu Kobayashi's Ran, and I guess most of her other performances, but specifically her. One of the only times I've ever felt something in places from a Japanese voice. Yeah, I know I was going to regret saying that out loud, but it also highlights the point of saying that anime voices especially are bad at being sexy.
I think personally it depends. I'll just say, well,
I would let that voice step on me.
Fair. All right, this boss is also a bit of a nightmare, but you can also, I've killed her really quick before, so this is going to be a bit tricky.
Probably gonna take one death since you're already at half health anyway.
Yeah, specifically that orb in particular, like, can really fuck with you. What's this music?
I don't know this.
Much deeper bass than you would expect. Shit. Okay, I was expecting that one.
That's one of those cases where you want to stay in the center, because otherwise it chases you, and it has 8 blades on it.
Funny considering who we're fighting, but I need to actually dog her right now. Yeah, I can't play footsies here. I need to actually get in that ass. Yeah, look at that.
It's funny you say that because of how bad the actual character sprites are. You can see her feet are wiggling.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you want to stay in the center for this one, actually. She's controlling your actual lateral space. Unfortunately, because of how many
the hover in there.
Yeah, good luck trying to get enough fucking resources to do that. Come on. There we go. I had to get really lucky there.
Yeah.
All right, let's sample this sexy voice.
Mind you, that's not what she's doing. I'm saying that this voice is the first time I've felt something from a Japanese voice.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just say that both sub and dub ramen voice from One Piece always does things to me, but I do see what you mean. Splash of cold water. Boy, Flandre really gets the demonization art going on here, and it's kind of great.
I liked it better in the last game when the art turned her into Bakugo.
Yeah, that too. But this is like actual goblin mode, and I fucking love it.
She's about to kill Ron.
Also,
like for real.
Also, like her sprite makes her look like an actual teenager as opposed to her kid sprite or her kid art.
Kinda, yeah.
It's kind of weird. I've seen fan art that turns Flandre and Remilia into actual adults, and
Yeah.
it'd be kind of neat if we actually got that one in the game sometimes.
Oh yeah, there it is. We were talking about this yesterday. Her sword, the Leviatine.
Oh yeah. Ah, fuck. We are getting booed right now. I wonder what Remilia is up to today.
What pray tell is that?
I think Taylor is currently cleaning downstairs and is smacking into something with a vacuum.
I was gonna say it's a little too early for the booms.
Well, things are getting rather interesting. So Remilia is in on something. Yukari's involved somehow. Ran is delaying to let something gain energy. So, yeah, we gotta keep Boo from being reborn. Hey, Flandre, why don't you fly to the top of the tree and see if someone wants to play with you?
Can you kill a ghost?
If you believe in yourself, I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Which era of Dragon Ball Z filler is this? Is this the version where you can't die because you're dead? Or the version where if you die twice, you are the ultra dead and can never be revived?
Wait, what era of Dragon Ball filler is it where you can't die if you're already killed?
Damn it. Kinkai tells the guys that feel free to fight the Ginyu Force there because you can't die again.
Oh, wow.
So if you end up losing fights to people that are way fucking stronger than you, don't worry about it. You're not going anywhere. You're already dead.
Huh. Yeah.
And then you get to Boo, and then they're like, no, get away from them. If you fight them and die again, you'll die forever.
Boy, maybe I just got refamiliarized myself with that bit of filler then. I gotta do anyway because of appreciation for the boys. Oh, you do get the stage actually. If you want to trade, by all means, don't feel bad about asking me to switch off.
I got it.
Okay, so this level is, by the way, this music fucked. I'm gonna say this entire soundtrack kind of goes pretty hard. Now, I would probably use it more in my stream playlist if I weren't paranoid about that one false copyright strike. Well, not copyright strike, copyright notices. Claims, yeah. So, yeah, well, music goes hard. But also, this level design also plays more verticality and more non-traditional Castlevania level layouts.
I told you you can hit those things without being hit back.
Yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I did do a little bit more research into this game, and the wiki was saying this game goes for... It said it was pulling more from Rondo of Blood with the linear level designs. I'm like, well, actually, it's not even really true because Rondo of Blood, you do get multiple exits for levels, and it can change the story. Yeah. Like, if you choose the correct routes, or if you don't choose the correct routes, Richter's girlfriend actually dies, and worse, she gets turned into a succubus first and then dies.
You have to fight her, don't you?
You can choose a fighter, or if you
is that in the original, or is that in Dracula X Chronicles?
That's in both. I think the fight was more expanded upon though in Dracula X Chronicles. So, fuck, where was I going with that? I think it all starts with like having an alternate exit in literally the first level where you can save Maria. Funny enough, like yeah, initially she's not even an alternate character you can choose. Like you have to actually save her first, and she's relatively easy to find anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, also this fairy type fucking goes nuts.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I guess one thing it does bar. Sorry, you can go ahead first.
This level is the most vertical in the game, and because of that, you can easily get fucked by it.
A little bit, yeah. It's more so they group a lot of rough enemies together, and you gotta be very careful about how you proceed. I do like this level song in particular, but one issue I have with it is that it feels like it's constantly climbing to a crescendo, but never really gets there. Yeah. I don't know. I'll see if I can highlight more for you specifically later, but yeah. Although some of this architecture is pretty nuts. Although, wait, can you climb with that tree bit?
Nope.
Oh no, imagine can you stand on it? Okay, God. Okay, that's one thing it does talk about this level.
The foreground and the background are not clearly distinguished sometimes.
It's most evident with the tree bits where you can never really be too sure. Sometimes it'll be darkened so you think it's a background element so you can stand on it. No dice. For the most part, if you see any tree, it's probably got collision.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Also, these tree enemies, I usually just default to using the Reimu assist, but here actually we're gonna want to stockpile the fuck out of our hearts for this level's boss specifically. It is a bit of a nightmare. Like, actually, we were talking about this earlier, the actual hardest boss probably in the entire game?
I would say, honestly, in most Touhou games.
Yeah, unironically, because of some of the rules and stipulations of it. It goes fucking nuts. So as a result, this guy here chose Flandre for a reason. Despite Flandre probably being the other most costly assist in the game.
She is. You cannot beat this stage without her.
I thought Remilia would have been the most expensive one, but I guess not, huh?
They both, I think, cost the same amount of money.
Well, I mean, obviously you can beat the stage without her, but that's going to take a lot of attrition, and that's just like, God, why would you do that? It'll be evident why when we get to her. Ugh. Plot twist, yes, the boss's gender is a girl. I would never have expected that with Touhou. Renosuke is not the wild boss, damn it.
Credit to some of the mangas that I've been telling you to read for something like 7 years. They actually have some guys in those, and even some male yokai.
Looks like you should be able to go out that fucking shaft, damn it.
No, he's not here yet.
No, I'm at the middle, that middle lane. It looked like you should be able to go up there. No dice. Yeah, so these guys are also shitheads because they can constantly revive those mud golems, and you want to be not inside of them. That being said, though, I think you are on the last quarter of the level.
Almost, yeah.
So for the Night Fairies, you're going to want to just, I think, generally outspace them and just whiff punish them because they have some incredible properties about them. It's kind of unfair, not going to lie. Credit at least to the developers. They are trying to push a little bit with the archetype enemies with what we have here. We also, platform. We've got a little healing thing over there, probably. Yes, we do.
Yep. Getting closer.
Yep.
Hello there.
Honestly, if you want to use knives on him, I would not blame you at all.
Stockpiling as much as I can.
Oh, yeah. I guess one other thing in hindsight being what it is, it is disappointing how this game's only collectibles is literally 99% red orbs in order for spell usage, 1% healing items.
Yeah.
Kind of, with the removal of sub-weapons, like, you don't have to worry about accidentally replacing your currently equipped sub-weapon with something else, but also that means that the variety of pickups is also severely hampered as well. I just really wish you could upgrade your sword or your Chrysogrim. Yeah, fuck it, actually. Make it so you can go level 3 with it and actually do the damage of the Chrysogrim from Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
That'd be very funny. I guess I was mentioning we talked last time about how you know about what the Chrysogrim is through the trophy in in fucking Smash Brothers. It is worth noting that someone actually has been working on a mod to make that Alucard playable in Smash, and it's
naturally. Last
time I saw it, it was coming along pretty nicely. I mean, you say naturally, but that's a lot of animations you have to actually come up with for the character, and they've done pretty good work so far.
I'm gonna take one death just because I want to ensure that I have as much health as possible when trying to actually do the fight properly.
Actually, yeah, show off the bullshit.
Hey, that tree is also fully 3D.
Yeah. It also makes it look like a BlazBlue stage, honestly. And Yuyuko.
This is also the second best portrait art in the game. Maybe the series. Behind Yomu. I would definitely play a game that just features the two of them.
I agree with the art, but I look at this and I do not get Yuyuko from her at all. This looks like a different character entirely.
She's wearing basically the same thing. It's just black instead of blue.
She's a nun here, though.
No, she's wearing the same headdress thing. It's just black instead of blue.
I mean, I guess.
Because you know what her blue dress looks like, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This looks like a weird pink-haired ascended nun.
Also, more than anything, it's like she's doing a funeral.
Yeah.
And wearing the appropriate black. Which would be cute, since, you know, she's dead. And she doesn't find this out until it's too late. The thing that she doesn't know that she's trying to awaken from the roots of the tree is actually her own corpse.
Huh. Oh, yeah, right. That was her whole story, the twist at the end, yeah.
She felt an unnatural compulsion to revive the tree. She never knew why until she did it. When she finally revived the tree, she realized it's because it was feeding off of her own corpse. Because the tree is just all-consuming. It's just meant to consume nature from the land.
So, well, hey, that's a tiny weird little red butterfly right in the middle of there. That's kind of strange. Now, initially, this boss might seem a little innocuous. It doesn't seem that bad so far until you get to that, and you got one shot.
One more, just to make it a little clearer.
Yeah. So the red butterfly, you might not believe us, instant death. Also, a lot of her moves track your position, so...
Hey, look at how much damage that did just from passing through it.
Oh my god. No, it's
And that was a
no
thinner wave.
knockback.
Yeah, you see what that did?
Yeah, this boss is actually kind of debugged. Actually, might. Hey, where'd your health bar go? We're on easy mode, right, guys? Right? I think we're on easy mode. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because we're actually being one shot.
I need to make a point there because I thought I was about to. Her attacks linger after she dies.
Uh-huh.
So I thought that I was about to get hit by that wave of butterflies again and die after having killed her. That's happened to me in the past.
Actually, a lot of bosses in this game have that issue where their hitboxes linger past during their death animation, so you can get double downed.
Yes, but hers way more than most because the entire attack goes off, whereas with other characters, it's you get hit by a single bullet, take one hit.
Yeah.
Hers, her lingering wave of butterflies will kill you even from half health if you don't dodge it.
Yep. Oh. Am I getting that last? I'm getting that last stage. Okay.
You are indeed.
Oh boy. I guess that means you get the extra stage. I guess it levels down a little bit.
We'll trade between the extra stage
That's
since you know
fair.
how it works.
Yeah, we're definitely dialing it down to very easy for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I will quickly say, despite what I was saying earlier with barely recognizing Yuyuko, I will say she is still absolutely fucking pretty like this.
Yes.
It is a weird, ethereal look to her eyes and hair.
Very much so.
Anyway, so this runs a little bit deeper than Touhou. What was she from? 8? 7? 7, okay.
7. Perfect cherry blossom.
So it feels like Remilia, but it's a lot more drenched in the odors of the dead.
I mean, yeah, we've got the dead tree here.
Yeah. So there's some weird shit that's been happening between Yuyuko and Remilia.
What was that little rotation she did?
She flipped, I guess.
Whirl.
Yeah. And she's gone. Rip.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Have fun.
I will attempt to. Alright, well also, however, we are on 45 minutes. Are we actually on 45 minutes?
Probably dead.